guys, Jacob here. This is going to be a quick video on the analysis page for Tom Henderson for the Ubisoft stuff. I'm not going to go too depth in this, just give my overall opinion on some of the highlights that are in the articles. First off, we're going to start about pretty much their stock. A lot of you guys know the stock back in the day, a few years ago, was at a pretty good rate, especially like right here, February 2021. You can see the price from this point and then drop to this. And pretty much essentially that is a massive 85% reduction in stock. So if you invested $1,000 into Ubisoft stock during its peak, you'd only now be left with 150 bucks. So that would all be pretty much gone essentially. And then of course we have the buyout talks, which Tencent was originally set to buy out the company and take it private, but those seem to be stopped at the moment. And you can see right here, Assassin's Creed Shadows is still coming out on February 14th. But, of course, after Assassin's Creed Shadows drops, it looks like they will possibly have more talks. And you can see right here, the Guillemot brothers are going to wait until late February or early March to reignite negotiations. And this could be they're going to see what Assassin's Creed Shadows, what it does. Or what it does to the fans, because I feel like once this game releases, it's either going to be 50-50, people are going to love it, or people are going to hate it. Me personally, I will not be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I will just stick to playing Black Flag over and over and over again, which they are supposed to remake, so I will definitely be playing that again once the remake comes out. And as for this game, it seems that we are still going to be getting it, so if you guys are waiting for this, that one is still coming. And then mismanagement. This is another thing we're going to be talking about. Mismanagement apparently has been absolutely insane. I'm going to read through this article the best I can. I am a little sick, so pardon me if I do butcher a few things. But this is where we'll start to see some of the problems. Mismanagement, hell, Ubisoft and mismanagement go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Over the past few years, I've reported on countless projects that have faced mismanagement issues, and it seems that I'll never change at face value. For the most part, it comes down to upper management personal friendships and family, with one looking out for another at the most expense of thousands of frustrated developers. The most public projects that have struggled with the likes of Ubisoft proclaimed 4A titles, Skull and Bones, and Beyond Good and Evil 2, with the latter still not having a public release date, despite being announced 16 years ago. But beyond the more permanent titles, this management at the company has led to countless projects being canceled or in a confusion stage of development without any in sight, aka limbo. One notable game, codenamed Project U, recently returned to the drawing board after 5 years of development and saw its budget balloon in size. One developer who marked on the project said it wouldn't be surprised if it's already passed 100 million mark, which is crazy because we don't even really know what this is yet. I think it actually says in the article what it is, but as for outside of the article, who knows what the hell this was. And X Defiant was another promising free-to-play shooters, which is now supposedly, last time I checked, closing down. It's going to be gone. You won't be able to play it anymore. So people who bought cosmetics and all that stuff, that's exactly why I didn't buy any of the Battle Pass stuff. I figured this game would unfortunately be gone in like a year and they would just move on to other stuff. But that's another one. It was free, and of course you can see right here things like development costs, server costs, stuff like that, and they pretty much just lost a bunch of money over it. And now we're going to go to an uncertain future, which a lot of you guys know, the Guillemot brothers, which are the guys who pretty much own, or the Guillemot family who own all this stuff. It looks like they want to pretty much just keep going and going and going the way they are, and not give up the position, and essentially just go down with their company. I hope that doesn't happen because I really love Ubisoft stuff and love playing their games, but some of their games though just have not been, I would say, 100% in the past few years. You definitely can see it, them going from just either the mismanagement or the development or them prioritizing on certain games, which we're going to be talking about right here. They could pretty much essentially just try to write it out like it says here, in my opinion, as well. Ubisoft Shadows might let them take a hit. There are some other games coming out, though, that might actually help them, like the Splinter Cell remake at the end of 2026, Far Cry 7, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Black Flag remake, which that's the one I feel they're going to take a hit from Shadows, Assassin's Creed Hex, Ghost Recon over, and then the Rayman remake, and of course the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. And there's a few other big IPs as well. And if we scroll down here, we can actually see, um, you can see Ubisoft continues pumping money into Project U, which I think this one actually doesn't even say. I thought it did, but it doesn't even. We don't even know what that is. Project Scout, on the other hand, is another battle rail heavily inspired by Apex Legends, which I'm not a huge battle rail guy anymore like I used to be. It was fun when PUBG was around. And then you have Project Maverick, a Far Cry extraction-based shooter, NFT games, and several more titles that almost everyone with common sense will say is not going to provide a return on investment. So, like, they do have the Animal Crossing inspired area in development at Ubisoft. I just don't understand why they're working on some of these games that are going to last maybe 6 months and then vanish when they could be working on games that people really want. For example, like Ghost Recon's up here, Far Cry. I don't understand why they don't bring back some of these titles and work on them and actually make them extremely, extremely good and put a lot of time into them. And yes, I love Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed, if you remember back in the day, it took a few years for them to actually come out. Now it feels like they're coming out every other year or two. Um, it's pretty much to me kind of like Call of Duty, where they just keep releasing them over and over and over and over again. And Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint were awesome in my opinion. They weren't the best like the old school ones, but I still had a blast playing them. And we haven't seen a Splinter Cell game in forever, which I really wish they would have just hopped on and hurried up and do a team together and been working on that for a few years now, so we could possibly see it at the end of 2025. But it looks like that is not even happening. Same goes for Rayman. I can't even remember the last time there was a Rayman game. Maybe it's just me, but I do not remember at all. As for Division 3, do I think Division 3 is in danger? No, not at all. At least not 100%. I still think there are a few little lines in there that could cause some issues. Um, Things like mismanagement and then possibly pushing it back even further. But with them already working on it and being in full production and having a team work on those projects, I feel like we're still going to be getting Division 3, but do I think in the future there may not be anything past Division 3? Possibly. If things don't go their way, Ubisoft Division 3 may be the last Division game we see. And of course, we still have to look forward to the Brooklyn DLC and some other content we're going to be getting as well. The season still isn't over yet, which I have been waiting on. I know some people are asking as well, why I haven't been playing Division. I just got other projects I've been working on that's way more important that I'm prioritizing. And as for when the final update comes out for those, weekly projects or the scouts, I will try to get a video out on the final one and getting it done and showing you guys what the climax is for that. But a lot of people are just waiting for the Brooklyn DLC because that's the main thing that we're supposed to be getting. It is 2025 now. I imagine we'll probably be getting that maybe in March, hopefully, which I have a feeling that's when they're going to release it. But we will just have to wait and see. But overall, that's my quick little rant, a little opinion on this. I just think Ubisoft is currently a mess, and hopefully they sort it out, and we get to play some really cool games, and maybe they realize that they need to prioritize certain games and see what the fans want. But I appreciate all you guys' support, and you guys still sticking around, even though I haven't been uploading as much. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.